I look forward to working with these education champions who are standing united here with us today to make sure that these cuts do not happen. With that, I'll turn it over to the Speaker of the House, Michael Busch. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to thank everyone for being here this morning, in particular the legislators that stand behind me, both from the House and the Senate. They're going to fight to restore these cuts to the education budget of the state of Maryland. As everyone knows, the budget is underfunded by about $144 million for K through 12 education. Seeing an example of what that means to different counties. And let me just say this from my own personal standpoint, is that, my whole life I've been Maryland proud. I grew up here. I'm proud about everything that Maryland has achieved and accomplished over the years. The fact that we've had the best school system in America, that we have the highest median income, that we have the best healthcare delivery system. And my proudest moment in the General Assembly is when many of these individuals that stand behind me stood up for the fact that we were going to fully fund Thornton, our education system, to where we have funded it today. It was a tough journey to make that decision. You had to make the investment, but it's paid off. For the last 10 years, we've been at the top, if not number one, in K through 12 education in the United States of America. It is the bedrock of what makes Maryland great. Our communities, our educated workforce, our economy that depends so much on an educated workforce and a well-educated group of individuals. So I'm here today to tell each and every one of you, and to work with all the legislators here, to say that we're going to restore the cuts to education. The budget also caps education funding on the out years at 1%. Doesn't take into account for the growing enrollment growth, which is 1.5% to 2% a year. That means the cuts would go on for a long period of time, and I think diminish all that we've tried to accomplish here and all the benefits that come from a well-educated workforce and community. And to put some perspective into this, as it was said earlier, some of the urban districts are hit a little harder than other districts. I want you to think for a moment. There are more homeless children in Baltimore, that are in the public school system there than all the children that are enrolled in the Kent County education system.
That's right.
So it is not only important from an education standpoint, but for a structure of life for many of these young kids. They get their meals there. They get their guidance there. They get their role models there. It is important for us never to cut back on our commitment to education. And in the House, we're calling on a dynamic chairman who's worked very hard to already put together alternatives to the cuts to education, and I want to take the opportunity to introduce her now, and then as our good friend of education, and a great legislative leader, Chairman Maggie McIntosh.
Yeah.